Timeout talk.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another weekly edition of Timeout Talk, sponsored by Chase and Thrills, the Ice Shaker, and of course, Kirk Minahan. And we are streaming on the one and only Minifan Network. I'm Josh. We got Ben here. I think we got Ben here. I think we're both good.
Decent.
We're decent right now. We're off. We've got a Halloween edition for you guys. We've got some stuff coming up on the network at 7:30. So we're going to get out of here around 7:28, 7:29. We've got tons of stuff to talk about. First, let's kick it right off with NFL recap, because that's what we know. I don't know, man. After my Cowboy, the way they performed last week, I don't know. But we've got all the ladies and gents back in here. Pats are back. We've got Marianne. Thank you. I love it too. Love it. Feeling nice and festive. But let's start off with some recap. And I don't know, Ben. I don't know where we go first. I mean, I don't know. There's a lot that happened this past weekend. Let's start with some good news. Let's start with the Patriots.
I can go quick.
Oh, you go, Ben. Go ahead.
Yeah. No,
all you.
To say probably not the best start for me either, but yeah, no. We can start with the Steelers. They stink, Josh. They stink. I know it's a little laggy right now, so we can bear with me. I know he's kind of giving me that look, but yeah, that was little spooky uniforms. I'm not sure anyone liked those uniforms either, but they played like how everyone viewed them. It was just a pretty bad performance from us, and it's just I'm feeling the lag, so I'm just going to just keep powering through it. But I like the graphics, too, over here from Josh and everything. But this defense is awful. And the offense is all right. Hey, we got the Jets going on over here. But just the Steelers, what's the point of having this highest paid defense if they can't stop anything? So kind of pointless right now, but for us, we're still in the division leaders. That's something now. Pretty much a good thing. Steelers stink, right?
Think we lost Ben there for a quick second. And yeah, you talk about the Steelers.
Nope.
You good? You talk about the Steelers. I mean, they just 10-point loss. And hey, I mean, both Ben and I thought the Steelers were going to win that game. Didn't happen. And I mean, they falter. But one thing that I looked at, right before this show too, I was doing the graphics and doing the banners and everything. They're still number one in their division. They're still number one. I know that the Ravens are starting to catch some steam here. We've got fellow commenter and person who's joined the show, big Bruins fan Tyler Mahar, said, hey, mark my words, the Pittsburgh Steelers will end up squandering that division lead to the Ravens. And hey, the Ravens had a big win. Steelers, it's a tough game. Packers, maybe they are a little better than we thought. Things are going to come. They're trying to bring in Micah Parsons. They're trying to get up to speed. It's not going to happen in, the first 4 weeks like we thought it was going to. And hey, they're 5-1-1 right now. They're doing what they have to do. Steelers, on the other hand, I agree with Ben. I mean, their defense, this is something that they've been known for. They could not stop a nosebleed this past weekend. Packers, they're getting their guys back. They've got Christian Watson. I mean, just tons of weapons to throw over there. We'll kind of keep an eye on them later on and, as the season goes on. But tough blow for the Steelers this week. They've got the hottest team in the National Football League and the Indianapolis Colts 7-1 at the moment. I mean, they've got the 2 MVP candidates in Jonathan Taylor and Daniel Jones. I mean, who thought that could happen? I think we got Ben back here, but yeah, Steelers. That's a tough loss. We'll talk about them a little bit later in the show. Again, we've got so much to talk about, but if we're doing bad news, well, we'll get to it. My Cowboys, man, oh man, this is Ben. I tried to spooky it up here with some of these graphics, but you're not going to win. I mean, kind of similar to Ben's sentiment here. You can't win football games with a shitty defense. I'm going to keep it as blunt as it is. The weight of the world on the Cowboys offense's shoulders. And this is kind of that same thread that we've seen of the Cowboys' identity within the last 5 years is if the defense can't hold up their own, in games against the 49ers a few years ago in the playoffs, both times against the 49ers, both times against the Packers, and against the Broncos this weekend, without a lot of help. I mean, Denver they were down Surtain, they were down some other guys, but if the Cowboys go up against a formidable defense and a pretty balanced offense, or I'll just cut it blank, simple to this, if the Cowboys go up against an actual contender, they don't win. Within the past 5 years, this is what they did. They beat up on bad teams. Everybody talks about Dan Quinn, yada, yada, yada. I know we're short on time, so I'm not going to go too long, but the identity is the same, Ben. The personnel is just not there. That's what it is. The talent has faltered, but it's still the same thing. I'm going to keep it short and sweet like this. I go back and forth. I still think you need to make a move for somebody because at the end of the day, man, you're probably not going to hit on all 4 of those first-round picks that you have in the next 2 years. So why not use one, even if it doesn't save your season this year? Go do something. Do something at the deadline. Give up a second for somebody. Go get some young defensive player who's struggling wherever they are, or just bring somebody in. Because moving on for your future, you're going to need help on defense because this offense can't do anything without a competent defense. But that I'm going to turn it over to Ben for the Cowboys, but that's what I got. And I'm going to tell you right now, they've got 2 easy games here to kind of get right above 500. But after that, you've got the Philadelphia Eagles, you've got the Chiefs, you've got the Vikings, you've got the Chargers, you've got a gauntlet of matches. And Ben, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know what they're going to do. I know I said earlier, and a lot of people in the comments are probably going to be saying they shouldn't make a trade either. But if anything, you should be shipping some guys out, and you've got to get better on defense because this is the worst defense I've ever seen from the Cowboys ever.
Yeah, I'll keep it short and sweet too, Josh, just with little connections too, but we're both just in the woes right now. The Steelers, Cowboys defense, that would be nice for the costumes. But yeah, we just both have really bad defenses, Josh. Can't really do anything right now. Both offenses playing well, but for both of us, it's awful. You can't really, especially, I know, kind of lagged out for the Steelers one, but the Cowboys, I thought this was going to be a better game, Josh. I was a little disappointed. I was all in on the Cowboys. Thought it was going to be a lot better. Surtain going down, I thought I gave him a little better chance, but it was just pretty rough. It was pretty rough from the Cowboys and everything. So I think it's just defense. So we're both just kind of stuck right here. Kind of stuck now too, but I'll toss it back to you on that one. I think we're both just stinking right now, Josh. I'll keep it short and sweet on that, but both the defenses, we need something at the trade deadline for both of us.
Without a doubt, Ben. Let's move it on. Let's move it forward. We'll talk about our teams. We'll preview. We've got.
I think I got that one.
You're good. You're good. You got that out. We're on a little delay here, Ben and I. The Wi-Fi, the network connection isn't the strongest, but Patriots, they just made a big deal. They just traded Keon White to the 49ers in a second round pick swap. This is an interesting one. In exchange for a 6th round pick right here. So interesting stuff happening there. Patriots dealing some guys. And guess what? They've been dealing the victories in New England. Pats are back. You've got to feel great about your team. Yeah, I agree, Charlie. I would kill for that, but it's all around for the Steelers. But talking about the Patriots here, just great performance from this guy, Drake May. He's been unbelievable. Booty, you found Diggs finally found in the end zone here. Travion Henderson was great. I mean, these guys were unbelievable this past weekend. And this is what they've had to do, Ben. They've had to kind of, again, I'm going to call it for what it is. They've had to kind of beat up on this easy schedule, but I'm not going to blame them for that. And when I do look at the AFC and I do look at the NFC and I look at the NFL in a whole, I think this Patriots team is right now, without a doubt, we can even maybe go top 5, but top 10 team in the National Football League right now. So as much as some of the haters out there are kind of saying, oh, they're beating up on bad teams, I mean, they're doing what they have to do, Ben. And even if they still went up against a great defense and Drake May got better throughout the game, they look great. The running backs look great. This team is clicking on all cylinders. And it's funny, I'll take this one to the grave, but it's funny how they get Christian Gonzalez back. And now this defense is just lights out.
Yeah,
wow.
Patriots. Well, a little bit of a delay right there. Oh, no. Peaked. I don't know about peaked. I know that's the Jets fan over there and everything, but I think, as Josh pointed out, too, they're just taking advantage of the easy schedule, too. I mean, but you got to do that. We'd be knocking them if they weren't doing that. So you got to give Drake May credit for that. And, yeah, listen, that's what I was saying, too, on that. I wanted to answer Pat's-or-back questions, everything for the Steelers defense, secondary, defensive line, linebackers. We all stink right now, so. But for the Patriots, yeah, we'll keep with the happy one right now. They're the only good ones. And they're just taking business job. Drake May. I know it's Drake May. He's taking. Oh, there we go. But for the Patriots fans, I'd be excited. Like you said, Booty's been emerging. Diggs, Hunter Henry's established, but Ramondre stopped fumbling. Henderson right there. He's been stepping up, making some plays. So, and Drake May's limited in turnovers. I know there was that fumble, almost fumble during the game, and he had that pick, but he's limited. It's coming down from that 5 turnover game against the Steelers, so he's coming them down. He's calming down a little with that. Hey, listen, they're top defense in the league. You gotta give him something. There's an impressive defense to go after. There you go. Look at that. We got a little cowgirls comments in there, but
Ed, shout out Ed.
They're the only happy team right now, Josh, and I think Drake May. I'm pretty jealous, Drake May.
He's looked unbelievable, Ben.
Josh, pretty jealous of the Pats right now.
Oh, I mean, how can you not be? I mean, they look great. They've hit on their guy. I remember Ben said to me years ago when we met, he goes, Cowboys, when they drafted Dak and they drafted Zeke, he goes, I mean, you hit the lottery on those. And Patriots right now, they hit the lottery. They out with Tom Brady, in with the new Drake May. Again, I'm not going to go that far, but this kid's going to be good. He looks really, really good. And we've got more Patriots and Cowboys, Steelers stuff coming down the line. So we're going to keep the ball moving. I want to get some World Series stuff, talk some Bruins. I want a Celtics take from Ben here because I don't know what to think. They won their first game last night in an absolute blowout. We're going to get to that. We'll start with that. But, yeah, shout out Ed. Shout out Ed Feeney, the best Family Feud captain out there. Now we've got some Vrabel love here. But let's talk about this. And I'm going to put the ball in Ben's court here. Ben, this Celtics team, I mean, they started off tough here. What are you losing? Their first 3 games. And they finally got a win last night. I mean, against a bad Pelicans team. I mean, is Jaylen Brown, can he do this? Like, is it a lack of talent? Should we see the Celtics going far? Ben, I'm going to leave it like this, and then you can take the rest of the Celtics talk. If it was me, Celtics have to make the play-in this year. I think the East is not as good as everybody thinks. It's super early. I think the expectations for the Celtics moving forward, get a 7th, 6th, or 5th seed. I even went down. I said they could be a top 5 team. Get the 7th, 8th, or 6th seed. Get in the playoffs. That's my expectation.
Yeah, definitely, Josh. Like you said, it's just the hey, Mary. Just the Eastern Conference isn't good. The Eastern Conference isn't as good as the West. So we definitely got to just take advantage of that. And I like that 6 to 8 range. I like that from Josh on there. I'll concur on that one. But Bruins, definitely. Bruins stink. Celtics, I mean, we should have expected this. Tatum going down, and they really didn't build around anything. They filled a couple holes, I guess you would say, by just getting a couple ragtag guys. I mean, Luka Garza. I mean, come on. I mean, he's really not doing it for anybody over here. And I think the more important thing so far from the season, Josh, is there we go. I like that from the passer back. Highlighting the Drake May. Oh, yeah, listen, shout out Drake May. I hate it, but he's doing really good. I gotta give it to you guys on that one. But Wi-Fi is going now, so I'm rolling. I'm rolling right now. But Celtics, I think the biggest issue is this depth, Josh. I think we're looking at these guys. You know, the Cornets, Porzingis, Al's. You know, we took them for granted. I don't think Al, but we know what he did for this team and everything. But you know, we kind of got on him for his age and everything, and now you're seeing less offensive rebounds, less defensive rebounds out there. And obviously, KP, that's a huge guy to lose. And even Cornet, everyone made fun of him, but he's doing great for the Spurs over there. Great plus minus for them. And he's helping them out, you know, greatly with, shout out Spurs.
Definitely.
From G. And he's been a nice little side, not like a sidekick, but he's just been helping out with the depth over there for Wemby, so he doesn't have to do anything. And some of those other stars are stepping up for them. Castle on Vessel over there for the Spurs. So the Spurs got a nice little unit over there. But Josh, do you see what these role players really did for you? The Cornets and the Als of the world, they really made this team run. Hey, no offense to Anthony Simons and these other guys, but this is what we're going to get with this. And man, Jaylen Brown needs to step up. I know it's early, so I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt on that, Josh. I think he's going to step up and get us into the playoffs and play in games. He's that good. I think it's just a little early and just being a little hard on him, but I think we got to temper the expectations with this season after seeing these first couple games, Josh, because we just don't have the depth. I mean, the Pistons handle us pretty. An 18-point lead against the Pistons. It's these big leads that we're blowing pretty easily that are pretty concerning. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Hey, listen, that's why he's the best. Appreciate that. Passer back. Luke Cornett, not bad looking guy. He's all right. Take it.
We'll keep it rolling. We'll get back to the Celtics again. I love it. We've got the chats booming. I mean, we've got a bunch of viewers in here right now. Of course, we're in for a 30-minute power, half a power hour here. We'll be getting you guys on to the haunted house. That's going to be on the Minifan Network. So we'll be getting that over to you guys next. But we'll go quick here. Just quick minute take. Me and Ben, we've become professionals at these power hour shows. I'll go first. Bruins. Strack asked the question earlier. They're not better than the Celtics right now. Another issue. They don't have depth. They don't have those second line players. They're relying on the Geekies to be your second best player. It's not going to get you far. Again, I like Geeky. I think he's a good Bruin, but they need depth. They need more out of Swayman. The injuries are kind of coming and going. And Ben, I'm going to go with the hottest take of them all here. We're talking about trading. We're talking about all this for the NFL. We just saw Keon White leave the Patriots. How about this? Bruins, you know you're not going anywhere. Build towards the future. Like, invest. Get all the picks you can. You've got that pick coming for Brad Marchand. Hey, trade deadline, ship out Charlie McAvoy. That's my big take here for the Bruins.
I like it, Josh. We need we're doing good. We're doing good. There he is. There's that Jackson switched up his name, so I like that. What's up, Jackson? But no, Bruins, I think, perfectly said, Josh. They're just not as good. Probably should have seen it a little more clear than the Celtics on that one, but I wouldn't mind, getting rid of McAvoy, sort of exploding this whole thing and starting fresh, because these pieces aren't going to do it. McAvoy's proven he's not a leader. Let's try to do something with these Pasternak years. 28th in goals allowed right now. I know it's early, but having 2 7-goal games allowed is just not a good sign for this defense or goaltender in Swayman. I know he's talented and everything, but just not some good signs from him and everything. And Middlestat stinks. I know I just kind of threw a random name out there, but don't really remember the rest of those guys out there. But Middlestat's just been so bad every time I've been watching. This guy, the announcers are making a point of it. So this one, like Josh said, probably let's just root for them in some fun games, but we got to invest in the future, Josh. So I wouldn't mind them blowing it up. Get rid of McAvoy. Let's keep Pasta and let's see what we can build around Pasternak with it.
Crazy game last night, Ben. 18th inning. Max Muncy does it again. Shout out to that World Series run against the Red Sox. Weird little stat there, but hey, big game tonight. This is huge. I'm going to go fast. It's over. It's done. It's been a great series, though. I think the Blue Jays are going to take one more, Ben. I think I'll give you the credit there. So I'll say Dodgers win it in 6. I wouldn't even be surprised if they actually no. I'm going to say Dodgers win it tonight. They get that commanding lead, and then the Blue Jays storm back for game 5. Excuse me, but yeah, I like the Dodgers. They just got the best player in the history of baseball. I'm going to say it now. I know Cody, Chris, shout out them. I was wrong, but yeah, Dodgers. Excuse me, Dodgers take this in 6. It's over.
Yeah, to be honest, even if the Blue Jays won that game last night, I was going to say whoever won that 18-inning game was probably going to win it. All is just based on that game. But even if the Blue Jays won, I think the Dodgers got it. Just too much talent over there. And like you said, Shohei's just pretty incredible. I thought, having 3 home runs in one game would probably be the best performance somebody, put out in a postseason career. And then he has this 9 for 9, Josh. I mean, obviously 4 for 4, but 5 walks in there. That's just the craziest stat line I've ever seen in all the major sports. And in two home runs, 2 doubles, 2 to back it up on that one. So Shohei's greatest player I've ever seen. Greatest, it's just some of the craziest stats I've ever seen too. So yeah, second that from Josh too. But yeah, Dodgers, it's over. Blue Jays probably win one back at home. But I got them wrapping it up in 6.
We'll go fast here. Falcons, 1 p.m. going into New England. This was one of the games that the Patriots fans thought, hey, this is the one we got to kind of circle. It'll be a good game. I still think that's true, but I do not think it is true that the Falcons will beat the Patriots. I got the Patriots this weekend. Falcons, one of the most overrated franchise. Bijan Robinson, not the best running back. I'm done with them. Michael Penix, too. Everybody was ready to crown him over Kirk Cousins, another player who's just lost it. This team's going to lose. Patriots are the better team right now. They're on a roll. They're probably playing. I'll give it to the Colts, the hottest team in the National Football League. Hey, Patriots are right behind them. Patriots win this one 27-20.
I like that one. And yeah, shout out to the Pats too. I know I was lagging a little through that one, but gotta give him more credits too. Drake May's the man, and he's stepping up. Don't care. It's an easy schedule. You got to take care of the opponents, and they've been doing that. And Vrabel has been making mistake-free football for them, so he's been limited that. And I got the Patriots in this one. I was trolling last week with the Browns. I've been trolling for a little while, but the Falcons just stink right now, Josh. I mean, getting blown up by the Dolphins, got blown up by the Panthers earlier. They got the pieces to make this a competitive game, but I don't think so. I think the Pats are rolling right now. As I always say, I hate to say it, but I got the Pats in this one. I'll go 30-20. 30-20 on that.
Moving forward here, Sunday, 1 o'clock. 2 MVP caliber players coming into Accushire Stadium, as I want to call it, Heinz Field, to play the 4-3 Steelers. Ben, I'm going to keep it short and sweet. I actually think the Steelers win. I think the Colts, they're due for this loss. I don't know what it is. I know Charlie O'Donnell's kind of been a Colts. He likes the Colts a little bit there. Shout out Jeff Perez and Jose, the former Colts fan. I don't know what it is, but I see them losing this game. I know that they've got the recipe of disaster for the Steelers defensively, but I'm going to say the Steelers edge this one out, 23-20, shootout. Aaron Rodgers plays really good in these games you don't expect him to. Steelers defense hears the noise. They're going to step up and answer the call.
Yeah, it's my upset of the week too, Josh. I gotta. Jay Daniels. I'll take Drake May. Take Drake May on that one. Right now, less injuries. What's up, Beaver? But yeah, I know I was lagging pretty much on that Steelers one. Steelers stink. Josh, pretty embarrassing, very embarrassing performance against the Packers. That Steelers defense is embarrassing. Highest paid defense in the league for no reason. But like you said, I've got a weird feeling about this one, so it's my upset of the week too. I got the Steelers over the Colts. We shouldn't have won this game. As you said, Jonathan Taylor, Daniel Jones is playing great. They got the recipe to easily beat us. I mean, because our defense can't cover the pass or stop the run. So Jonathan Taylor's the MVP of the league so far. But at home, Aaron Rodgers pretty mad right now, and we desperately need this win. Thought we were going to get that Bengals one, and thought we were going to get this Packers one up until that fourth quarter, until Tucker Kraft just went off on us. Again, just to reiterate, Josh, embarrassing performances. I've seen some really bad performances from the defense over the years, but this one was just awful. I don't know how many 30-point games we're going to let up anymore, but something's going to stop. But with all that being said, I'm still taking the Steelers. I'll take them 24-21. We shouldn't win this game, and that's why we'll win it. So I know that's good analysis.
I like it. This is the best viewership we've had in a while. Love the comments flowing in, guys. Sorry we got to get off early. But Monday Night Football here, 8:30 Cardinals. They kill the Cowboys the last few times. 2-5 going up against the Cowboys, 3-4-1. Kyler Murray undefeated against Dallas. No longer. I think the Cowboys are going to get this win. This is what they're going to do. Tony Romo said it perfectly. Nobody's talked about it. This team, the offense can win you half the games. This is one of the games that they're going to be able to win. Cardinals are a disaster. Cowboys play great at home. They're actually undefeated at home. Cowboys get the win at home. Hopefully the defense can look somewhat better, and hopefully they can do something at the deadline. I know I'm being optimistic. I don't know how. Cowboys win.
Yeah, I got the Cowboys too. Need a bounce back one. After getting embarrassed in Denver. Another one. Probably should have seen that coming in that altitude. The way that defense is playing, how Bo Nix and them got that Giants comeback. Thought it was going to kind of hamper them. Kind of did not. So, Lamar's coming back this Thursday, Mary. Not happy for him in my fantasy game, but I digress. I'm taking the Cowboys in this one, Josh. You need a bounce back. Cardinals stink. Going to be a shootout. And I like those jerseys. I like those jerseys. I know nobody else did, but I like those jerseys. And if the Cowboys lose this one, it can be very, very bad, Josh. Very bad.
That would be bad here. I got the Lions. This is my upset of the week. We're flying through the show here. Lions over the Vikings. Vikings are a disaster. They just lost Carson Wentz, who I think is probably better than J.J. McCarthy right now in some weird world. McCarthy's not it. Jettis wants out. Lions are going to get the win here. And I'm going to go quickly here to my upset, a crazy upset of the week. I think some people are going to be looking at me crazy. But the Buffalo Bills, this is what they do. They beat the Chiefs in the regular season. They know it. Everybody's calling them out. This is a perfect game. We saw some flaws yesterday from Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. Bills at home. I'm rolling with the Mafia this weekend in my upset of the week. As always, want to thank everybody for tuning in. This was great. Everybody, please come back next week. We'll have a much longer show for you guys. This was our Halloween edition. Cowboys defense, please do something. Be better. Thank you. Thank you for everybody for tuning in. Ben, as always.
As always, echoing that. Appreciate everyone for tuning in. Thank you for all that. Appreciate the sticking through the lags as well. That was a little tough one, but we always get through it. For my lock of the week, big bounce back game for the Cowboys. Shout out, Pats are back. But for my lock of the week, give me the Niners. Nice and easy on that one. I don't know. I'm just feeling the Niners on that. But appreciate everyone who's watching. And Steelers, step up this week.
Call timeout. Timeout talks. Timeout talks.